Go live. It's coming.
Hey,
Full effect, baby. We in full effect.
Executive Break Production and the old room. We want to talk about
Yeah, live.
repair.
Live from College Park, Georgia. Yeah. We right here
That's
in
it.
College
That's
Park.
it. That's is what it is. It's what it is, man. Listen, man. This about repairs. You know, when you get somebody to repair something, you had to kind of like stay in your lane, ask questions, get information, go online. Some online that lie, people lie too. You got to pick and choose who doing it with you, and if you giving them quite a bit amount of work, they need to. And the end mean come down on the price. We work the thing for both parties of the work, the contractor and the person. Whoever trying to get the work. But the best thing is learn the person before you get any money. You want to see the ID. You want to see the ID, see who they are. You want to know who in your house. And most of all, get the tag on. So people won't be playing no game. Cause they know you got that, they're gonna try to be legit. Most of them. Once I don't want you to see my, I don't want you. You don't need my ID. You don't need the job. Then you need the job. I don't know you, and you don't know me. So we got to get to learn about each other, something about each other. You just can't come out the blue and I say, okay, here you go, $5,000. Then you run off and never come back. You got people do that, and you got people that don't. Some people say, well, I don't want nothing, so I get going. The most reliable people that you want to really deal with. You know, it's okay to give them a deposit. Somebody else they won't have, and all. No, you can't do it. You don't know. That just money going down the drain. Cause soon they do a day work, you probably won't see them no more. They're gonna pay their bill and chill. You know, people got to be honest. You got to ask them about a little background about themselves, how long they've been doing it, what all the places they've been repairing stuff. You got to put it together. You just can't get walked over. You don't have to be mean. Just ask them questions. They don't want to answer questions. Well, I decide I don't want nobody. But no, and at the same time, don't drag nobody over to your house, 2 or 3 people, and don't even say, here go $20 for gas. They walk around trying to tell you how to get your stuff fixed. That's unfair. They wasting their time. It's called gas to come over there. You should give them something better than $8, $9. Go ahead, $9 some gas and coming over there. Don't expect somebody coming to spend all that time. Then you tell them buy. You don't want nobody to do you like that. You give them some money. They tell you buy. So when you doing repairs, you just got to be careful, know the people, learn about them. Go in the book. It's a book called The Book of Means. It tell you about prices, linear foot, different things. You want to go. You want to go into. So you know what's going on. How much it cost for the water heater, what it cost for the furnace, stuff like that. Faucet, garbage disposal, dishwasher, framing, all that stuff. You got to ask them questions and prices. And my thing is, this is my private thought. If you don't get no money to buy no material, because they'll just keep buying and buying it. Your pocket keep going lower and lower and lower. Go with them. Let them pick out what they want. Make sure what it is. When you get this, when you get the material to your house, count if you got 20 pieces of 2x4s, two by
So
sixes.
it's 10 steps. Well, you got 10 steps.
Okay.
All right.
And so when they want something, just ride with them, pay for it yourself. It'll save your pocket. Because we got honest people and we got dishonest people. So you want to make sure things stay keen, and then as they use the material, you go mark it as they use it, and see how many square foot they're gonna use the 2x4, 2x6, and where they're gonna put the wood at, or the drywall and all that stuff. You save yourself some money. So this is Mr. Will Thomas telling you about, this trying to educate you about getting yourself repaired. Make sure they do it right, make sure it work, and you make sure you pay them. Then it won't be no problem. You got a certain time you want them to be up out of that. You tell them you work the 9 to 5, you work 9 to 7, or you work 9 to 1. Make sure they clean up behind themselves. Take their tools, unless somebody you've been on 10 or 15 years that that you can trust, and they ain't gonna come back trying to break in and get no tools and all that kind of stuff. Repair stuff is something else. You just have to be careful with it on both sides. So this is Mr. Will Thomas signing out, letting you know you got to put prayer in that too. You got to pray about everything you do. So have a good evening, good life. I'll talk to you again. Signing out. Signing out.
We gone.
We out of here. Sayonara. So